When you think about those truly global brands, I mean, the ones that seem to be just everywhere, McDonald's always comes up, right?
Absolutely. Those golden arches, they're instantly recognizable.
Exactly. But it's kind of a puzzle, isn't it? How does a brand that seems so uniform, so consistent, win over people in so many different cultures
Mm.
with such different tastes?
Hmm.
It can't just be about the burgers themselves. There has to be something more, some strategy.
That's precisely it. And it often boils down to this really smart idea. Think global, act local.
Okay?
And that's what we want to really get into today. Our mission here is to unpack that strategy. We'll explore how McDonald's tweaks its brand, its food, the whole experience, really, to fit right into local ways of life, tastes, traditions, culture.
So diving deep into how they make global feel local.
Exactly. And we're drawing on quite a bit of analysis here, including actually a really insightful report from Mangrove Marketing Insight. They do a great job laying out just how sophisticated this whole approach is.
Okay, think global, act local. It sounds good, definitely catchy, but what does it actually mean in practice? Like beyond the buzzwords.
Right. Good question. It's basically about walking a fine line. On one side, McDonald's keeps its global brand super strong, super consistent.
Yeah, you know what you're getting. The logo, the fries.
Exactly. The core stuff is the same almost everywhere, but, and this is the key act local part, they actively change things up. Their menus, their ads, even how the restaurants feel sometimes.
Oh, okay.
They tailor it all based on what local customers actually prefer, what fits with the culture. It's really not about just, forcing the American menu on everyone.
So it's customization.
Deep customization, yeah.
Right.
Menu, marketing, the whole experience.
Yeah.
But always keeping that core McDonald's identity solid and recognizable. It's about using their global size, but not losing touch with the local reality.
Okay, I think I get the concept now, that blend of the big brand with local sensitivity. So let's make it real. How does McDonald's actually do this? Can you give us some solid examples, maybe some surprising ones?
Oh, definitely. And some of these adaptations are pretty clever, sometimes even essential just to operate in a market.
Like where?
Well, take India. Huge market, right. But for cultural and religious reasons, a very large part of the population doesn't eat beef.
Right, that's a big one for McDonald's. Their iconic burger is beef.
Exactly. So what did? They didn't just pull beef off the menu, they got creative. Instead of the Big Mac, they offer the Michaelu Tiki.
Michaelu Tiki, what's that?
It's this fantastic spiced potato patty burger, really popular local flavor profile. And if you want chicken, they have the Chicken Maharaja Mac. It's a specific creation designed to be that big, satisfying burger, but, suitable for the market.
Wow, so not just taking away, but adding something totally new and local.
Precisely. It's a complete rethink for that specific context.
That must take an incredible amount of research, right?
Yeah.
To figure out what will work. Do they ever get it wrong?
Oh, absolutely. It's complex. They pour a lot into local research, taste panels, working with local partners who really get the culture. But yeah, global expansion is never perfectly smooth. There are always learnings.
So India is a great example. What about somewhere else? Japan, maybe?
Japan's another good one. To really connect with local taste there, you'll find things like the teriyaki burger.
Ah, makes sense. Teriyaki's huge there.
Totally. Or for seafood fans, they have the ebi fileo, that's a shrimp burger. Again, it's about weaving in flavors that are already loved, already familiar in that culture. It feels more authentic that way.
Integrating, not just dropping in.
Okay.
And does it go beyond just the food items? What about the actual experience in the restaurant?
Yes, definitely. Think about France. The French have this really strong cafe culture, right? Coffee isn't just fuel, it's an experience, a social thing.
Very true. Lingering over a coffee.
So McDonald's didn't just add better coffee, they launched McCafe locations. And many of these are designed to feel much more like an upscale coffee shop, barista style, nicer ambiance.
So competing with local cafes on their own terms almost.
In a way, yes. It's about fitting into that existing social ritual around coffee, respecting it.
Fascinating. And you mentioned religious reasons in India. What about other places like the Middle East with specific dietary rules?
Crucial point. In the Middle East, for instance, McDonald's serves halal-certified meat. And that's not just a label.
No, it's the whole process.
Exactly. The entire supply chain, sourcing, preparation, everything has to follow strict Islamic guidelines. It shows a deep respect for local religious practices. That builds enormous trust. It helps them feel less like just an American chain and more like part of the community.
These examples really do paint a picture. It's clearly way more than just tweaking a sauce here or there. It sounds incredibly complex to manage across the globe.
It is.
So, what are the sort of underlying principles, the core components that let them pull this off so consistently? For any businesses listening, what are the key takeaways here?
Okay, yeah. We can break it down into maybe four main elements that work together.
Let's hear them.
First, as we've talked about a lot, is menu customization. Really understanding local tastes, ingredients, dietary rules, and then innovating to create things people will genuinely enjoy. Lots of research, lots of testing.
Right, the Mikaloo Tiki example.
Exactly. Second is cultural sensitivity. This is broader than just food. It's about respecting local customs, traditions, social norms, even things like holidays or local etiquette. It affects hiring, advertising, everything, making the brand feel respectful.
Okay, makes sense.
Third is localized marketing campaigns, using the local language, obviously, but also local humor, values, cultural references that actually connect with people there. An ad that works in Brazil might feel totally wrong in South Korea.
So the messaging has to be local too.
Deeply local, making it feel personal and relevant. And fourth is operational adaptations. This is about the physical stuff and how they run things. Store layouts might change to fit local architecture or how people gather. Service styles might differ. Even opening hours might adjust to local rhythms, like staying open later where late-night eating is common.
Adjusting the whole environment, basically.
Yeah, making the whole visit feel comfortable and natural in that specific place.
This sounds like a massive commitment. I mean, customizing menus, supply chains, marketing, operations. It must add complexity, maybe costs. Is there a risk that acting too local could somehow dilute the main McDonald's brand, that global consistency we talked about?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? And yes, absolutely, it adds layers of complexity, managing all those different ingredients, different ad campaigns, different training needs. It's a huge operational challenge. And you do have to constantly balance local flexibility with maintaining that core global identity.
So how do they make it pay off? Why does this strategy actually work so well for them, despite the challenges?
Well, the evidence suggests the benefits really do outweigh the costs. There are a few big reasons why it works. First, it massively builds trust.
How so?
When customers feel like a big global brand actually understands and respects their culture, their values, their religion, they feel seen, they feel respected. And that builds a much stronger connection than just selling them a burger.
Right. It's not just transactional.
Exactly. Second, it seriously boosts relevance. Local dishes, local marketing, it makes McDonald's feel less like a foreign import and more like their McDonald's. It feels current, personal, like it belongs there.
Okay, trust and relevance? Makes sense.
And third, and this is maybe the most interesting part, it actually drives innovation.
How does that work? Innovation from localization.
Yeah. Think about it. Sometimes a unique local idea, something created just for one market, turns out to be brilliant. McCafe, refined in France, wasn't just a local success. It showed McDonald's a new global opportunity in coffee.
Ah, so local experiments can lead to global rollouts.
Sometimes, yes. Or unique menu items developed locally might inspire limited-time offers elsewhere, or even become permanent fixtures internationally. This feedback loop, where local markets generate new ideas that influence the global strategy, keeps the brand fresh and evolving. It's like bottom-up innovation feeding the global giant.
That's really insightful. So the big takeaway here isn't that McDonald's is just this unstoppable, identical machine everywhere.
Not at all.
It's actually this blend. A super strong global brand, yes, but combined with this incredible strategic flexibility. This willingness to adapt and really embrace local differences. It's like global management through local empathy.
You've summed it up perfectly. It's that dynamic balance.
Really fascinating stuff.
And it leaves us with a thought, maybe for you listening, how could this think global, act local idea apply to something you're working on? Maybe it's a business challenge, maybe a project, maybe even a personal goal. Think about it. How could understanding and genuinely adapting to different needs, different contexts, different perspectives, how could that be the key to unlocking your own success? What's your global vision and how can you act local to make it happen?